I would sum up the change team as a group of people who are incredibly knowledgeable, passionate, and real advocates for meaningful change in Scotland. One of the highlights as being part of the change team is meeting other people across Scotland, some who have lived experience and some who are workers in the sector, where you can gain real inspiration, ideas and knowledge that you can use locally in your area and try new things. Having more influence and direct shaping of the Scottish Government strategy on homelessness through the voices of people with lived experience and workers who work in the sector.
We're really good, I think, at listening to each other and respecting different viewpoints and allowing our own viewpoint to be challenged, having rich discussions, getting to know each other and trying to find solutions together. We've found our own ways of working, we know each other's personalities, so I think that promotes getting down to the nitty-gritty and the decisions that need to be made. This new way of working over Zoom has really allowed us to make huge strides, and I think a lot quicker than we would have done. It's opened up those opportunities so people can participate more in meetings out with the change team than they probably would have been able to. People who are coming from the Highlands and from the north of Scotland, we're really getting involved in some of the higher level meetings. And I think there's a lot of respect for the change team now. The change team, I think, are popping up as a first option, and I would say the best option for people to go to. People are listening and they are respecting the views of lived and frontline experience. We're here and we're ready and we're packaged and we're good to go.
The change team are professional, dynamic, we're diverse and we're committed. I've had a lot of highlights, but one of them was when I did the interview with Kevin Stewart, explaining my experiences of being homeless. I was actually speaking to someone that's got the power to make changes in Scotland. I think he took it on board, the message I've tried to get across. I would have never had the opportunity to pass on my experiences of my homelessness and my addiction problems before, unless it was for this change team.
A group of caring and encouraging individuals with a real drive to improve the lives of others at its very heart. And if I was asked to give one word to sum up this amazing group, I would say inspirational. The highlight for me personally in being part of this group over this year has been when I was invited with one of my colleagues by a funding group to offer opinions on a range of applications they had received. And through that input, we were able to add some frontline experience into the mix. And the funding was allocated to projects that will have a positive impact in the future. In a very short time and in a very different time, the change team has become the go-to place for frontline experience and input. And because of this, the views of those with lived experience and those working at the front line is very much at the forefront of any discussion on how we work together to eradicate homelessness in Scotland. And that has got to be a good thing.